We can talk about the dodo birds, and
What is dodo bird?
well, they're in Fiji Islands, in northeast of Australia, and the dodo birds, they have no wings. They're considered birds because they have feathers, but they don't have wings. Okay, so one of the problems, the dodo bird was going out of.
They can't fly.
They can't fly, right? Exactly. Well,
Just to take a walk.
they have feathers, but they have no wings. Okay,
Yeah, so
okay.
just
I mean,
to-
they're kind of feathers. I mean, it's a very strange bird. If somebody is chasing them, to get dinner, because people eat them there. Well, what they would do, they would take a club, and they would hit the dodo bird on the head, and then take it home for dinner. That kind of thing.
Poor bird.
But so there were, at one time, the population of dodo birds was so rare, it was almost extinct. In addition to the fact that they don't have wings, they have a very, this has been proven, by the way, it's been researched, they have a very low IQ. They don't have much of a brain, okay, So all as they do is, somebody comes at them with a club, and they just stand there and BOM, they that's the end of the dodo bird, you know what I'm saying? But, I don't know exactly what the population of the dodo bird in South...
Can I turn the light?
If you want, yeah. Except when I talk about dodo birds, I like talking about them in the dark, if you must know.
So
Yeah.
poor bird.
Yeah, well,
The story about dodo bird.
Well, as far as I know, they're not extinct, but they almost, back in the 50s, because, these sailors would go to with their clubs and just, kill these dodo birds. And, I should become an expert on dodo birds, honestly, because...
What kinds of experts to
Well,
catch or talk about dodo bird?
Well, I mean, because very few people know about these dodo
How
birds.
did you know that?
Well, because I had a teacher in grade school who had this fascination for dodo birds,
Like you talk about the Amazon the snake.
Boa constrictor, yeah.
Yeah, big. Is
Yeah,
snake.
yeah, they squeeze their, they could easily kill a human being. They wrap around the torso and they stretch so that that's the way they kill the human being or the animal, whatever it is, But
Okay.
that show, for example, the arm, the leg, going through the snake. As the snake is digesting the arm or the leg or the torso, whatever it happens to be, or the head. You see the head, going, bum bum bum, Yeah.
My
So-
body inside of the snake and slowly.
And so there used to be this song, I'm being eaten by a boa constrictor, a boa constrictor, a boa constrictor. I'm being eaten by a boa constrictor, and I don't like it one bit. What do you know? He's up to my toe. Oh, gee, he's around my knee. Oh, fiddle, he's around my middle. Oh, heck, he's up to my neck. Ah, dread, he's up to my... So, these are topics that interest me. And,
Possible.
well, it's, they're warm-up topics, you can...
That is not warm up. What is the warm up?
Well, no. I mean, if if you get tired of talking about art criticism, you begin with dodo birds and boa constrictors. Why not?
Okay.
And you get in a good mood. For some reason. I think that it's kind of
Yeah.
strange to get in a good mood about these animals and how they live.
It's better to talk about art criticism. It's sometimes so boring and tired, so it's much exciting to
Yeah,
talk
right.
about
So
the
you
dodo
switch.
bird.
Yeah, or the boa constrictor. Yeah. But these are big snakes, by the way.
Yeah, you
They-
said big
Oh,
snake.
oh.
Bigger than you.
Well, I mean, they're long, okay, you know, but I mean, when I say big, they have an amazing ability, you know, to get the food, because they eat animals, you know, they eat, you know, like pigs and so forth, and you know, you can see the animal going through the snake, you know, the skin stretches, you know, you know, and they're, you know, some of these snakes are like, you know, 20 feet. They're in a coil, you know.
20 feet? How tall are you? You're only 6 feet.
Right, exactly.
So 3 times bigger than me.
Yeah, I thought it would be interesting to, if you had boa constrictors in the circus, for example, you know, because there's often what they call the sideshow. You know, they have.
They bring
Yeah, you know, they bring the boa constrictor to the sideshow, and you see them eat a monkey, for example.
No,
Yeah.
really?
Oh, sure, yeah. And people sit there and they, you know, watch the monkey going through. Yeah.
This time you can't do the animal discrimination. Is that people hate that.
Well, you know, that was a different time, you know, but also I have to say, since we have gotten into animal discrimination, whatever, I mean, you know, people talk about dogs or cats or, you know, other pets, you know, hamsters, whatever they have, but never do you hear a conversation about a dodo bird or a boa constrictor. Never. You know, they're completely isolated from the conversation, you know. And I mean, they have lives, you know, they have their problems, you know, like any other animal, you know, so they should be brought into the conversation. This is my point of view.